Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Kevin, and today it's a beautiful day here in Central Florida. I'm actually at Citrus Wildlife Management Area. I got my Ford Maverick. I have Aaron in his Nissan Frontier, and then Brandon with us with the Jeep. You'll remember Brandon from a previous video. Aaron got stuck out at Richland Wildlife Management Area, and we were about to recover it with this little Maverick right here, but out of nowhere, Brandon just happened to come down the trail and rescue us. So we kind of just exchanged information. Now we're all kind of instant best friends. So we're out here. Brandon and I have actually been out here multiple times. Aaron's never been to the caves. So we're gonna give Aaron a quick tour of Citrus Wildlife Management Area, show him the caves, and then tonight we actually got a campsite at Holder Mine Campground. One thing I like about this little truck, totally weighed down with all my camping gear. We averaged 27.5 all the way here. We made it to the caves. I think it's just under a mile from that main road to the entrance to where you're gonna stop and hike in. But this used to be the fun way to get to the caves. And as you can see, there's white signs behind me. This trail is now closed. And that's pretty much a result of these huge off-road clubs. It doesn't matter if it's Jeeps, Toyotas, they all come out here like a popularity contest. Who can have the most people on a group ride, 40, 50 rigs, and they don't stay on the trails. You know, the first couple people might stay on the trails and mind the rules, but as it goes further and further, other people start, driving over things, coming off trail, and that's what leads to closure. So one by one, these trails are closing, so who knows? The trail we came in on, this might be the last time we're actually allowed to drive to the caves. This trail could be the very next one that is closed. So when you come out here, this public land is not an off-road park. These roads, even though they're dirt and they're not paved, you still have to treat them like county or state roads. There are rules. Don't mind all the spray paint. The temperature difference is ridiculous.
How much cooler is it?
Probably 25 degrees cooler. Plus it's it's pretty damp from all the water and stuff, but just give you an idea how deep this one is. That's them all the way up there at the entrance. Ow. Well, this one actually goes to a decent sized room. But yeah, this is the first cave of approximately 4 or 5. So that's the cave I just came out of. And believe it or not, there's actually videos of people crawling down through this one. That's where I draw the line. I can't do that one. Here's another one, but with all the rainstorms and people just coming in and trampling it, it kind of just filled in. But that used to be another one, part of the backside of Dame's Cave. So at one time, there were little rooms you could crawl in, but like I said, they've kind of just slowly been filling in with sand and stuff whenever it rains. So this is Dame's Cave. This is one of the larger skylights. This is the most popular cave that people come down here to hike to. So you got this big skylight right here, and you got a littler skylight that goes right down there. So on the back side is the entrance, so we're gonna go down inside. So here's the entrance. It's not that hard. It's been pretty dry. We haven't had rain in a while. Not that slippery, but if you come out here after a summer rainstorm, the limestone gets very slippery. So, all right, I'll turn around here in a second just to show you how steep it is to get up into. So there's the entrance. It's pretty cool roots. And then it's gonna open up, if I don't fall, into a rather large room. So I'm gonna show you two different rooms. When this one doesn't have water in it, people do go in there. It does open up to a little room, but I'm not really gonna get all wet because that doesn't look like the cleanest water. But this room right here we're about to go in, this one is pretty tall. You definitely can stand in here. You're not coming in here? There's no bats or anything. I don't think I've ever seen a bat anywhere in any of these caves. Yeah. But yeah, just the amount of spray paint in here is just crazy. So yeah, I'd say maybe 10 foot at the height.
We're getting close.
So we just came up on a new cave that I've actually never been to. This is Peace Cave. And let's see. There's an entrance right here. Should go down into a little room. You don't know about it?
That one.
I'll go first. So this one's almost a 6 foot drop straight down. All right, let's see if I can do it. So I actually just dropped down inside that, but there's other people in there, so we're gonna let them explore it for a little bit. We might come back, we might not, but we're actually gonna move on to another cave. We made it back to the trucks. My truck says it's 90 degrees, but I'm pretty sure the feels like temperature heat index outside is like 97. It is just ridiculously hot this time of the year. But we are headed back out to the main road. We're gonna go down a little further and there's another cave. It's probably gonna be the last one that we're gonna explore out here before we start driving around more. Found the trailhead, and now we're actually going to walk to the last cave of the day, and then we're going to drive around a little bit and then ultimately end up at Holder Mine Campground.
Oh, you know what? I remember seeing this one.
There is a bit of elevation change and we're starting to see some limestone, so I say we're pretty close. A little bit of elevation change. It's kind of weird for being out here. All right, so we took the long way. We thought it was gonna be a shortcut. And this is the cave. On the back side, there's a skylight that shines down, so we'll walk over the skylight.
I call it a sunroof.
A sunroof, skylight, whatever.
No, skylight. Skylight sounds
So we gotta go into a little room. Nothing crazy. Oh, then it's pretty tall. Oh, there's a skylight. So there's a skylight, little temperature difference, not as much as the other caves we were in. Just to give you guys a reference for how tall it is.
Oh, yeah. And then you got this kind of a cool ceiling over here.
Again, no bats. We're now on top of the caves. If you look down, that's where we were just at, standing and looking up.
Oh, yeah?
So I checked for ticks just before I got in the truck. I sat down and I got 2 on me, so it's time to stop and do another check. Now, normally in the forest, I come out here and I don't see anything, probably 9 out of 10 times I come out here. But today we saw a deer in the middle of the day, which is really weird. And just saw a tortoise. Luckily, he made it across the road before anybody met him. So that's enough excitement before my truck gets lifted and has off-road tires. Some of those mud holes, I just don't know how deep they are, so I'm probably not gonna go through anymore. So we're gonna head back to the campsite. It's about 5 o'clock. We're gonna set up. I do have 2 Zero Breeze air conditioners, one for each of our rooftop tents. So we're gonna set that up, get these tents cooled down, and enjoy a nice night. It's just about 6 p.m. and it cooled down about 84, and it was probably about 93 degrees earlier today. So we're just sitting down, enjoying this little breeze, but I'm gonna go ahead and start setting up my tent, mainly because I want the breeze to come through and kind of cool it off, just in case it did get pretty hot today. One big push in the middle and it pops open. So both tents are open, cooling off, and it is so hot out here, I don't even want to think about making food later. So I think I got some sausage, some rice, and asparagus. But like I said, it's so hot out here, I don't even want to think about eating. So it's about 7:40 in the evening, the sun's starting to go down, and I just want to show you guys our air conditioning setup. So each of us have rooftop tent, each of us have a Zero Breeze air conditioner. So I was gonna set mine on my tailgate and just run the hose up to the window, but the distance from the tailgate up to the tent window was just too much. My hose wasn't long enough, so I actually have it set on the roof of the truck, and it's going straight into the window right there. I have the exhaust and the return lines over here, and then I have a drain line that's going towards, it's gonna run down the windshield right there. So this is gonna be set up on 2 battery packs. Just one battery pack lasts just about 5 hours, so I should have roughly 9 to 10 hours of power to run this all night long. And the temperature is set at 57 degrees, so whenever I fire this bad boy up, probably about 25 minutes before I actually go to sleep, I'll have a 57-degree air conditioner being pumped right into my rooftop tent. So we'll go ahead and show you Aaron's setup right now. There's a beautiful sunset over there peeking through the trees, but Aaron actually has a really large rooftop tent, and he's got a Zero Breeze right there. It's same thing, it's just pumping air straight into the window. His has been running for almost an hour now at 57 degrees, so you can put your hand up underneath the awning right there, and you can feel the cold air coming out, or stick your head in there and definitely get a blast in the face. So He's not using the battery packs because I need both of them because I unfortunately forgot an extension cord, but luckily Zero Breeze offers battery packs. So he's actually got an extension cord running to shore power right there. So we're both gonna be squared away, and I'm so excited to sleep tonight in air conditioning because today was about 94 degrees. For tonight's fire, I actually used the Bigfoot Bushcraft. These are fire plugs. They're totally waterproof. They burn for 5 minutes. You kind of just break them in half, make them puffy like a cotton ball, and then you take the ferro rod that's provided right here, and then you strike it and it starts on fire. I mean, it's kind of fun to use. Good to test your skills, and if you have people camping with you, everybody can try to make a little fire or whatever. But anybody can use a lighter to start a fire, so you kind of just come out here and have fun and mess around a little bit. But even though it's like 84 degrees right now, we got blessed by the firewood god and we have a whole bunch of firewood, so we're going to start a fire a little earlier than normal. So instead of doing steak or hot dogs, I saw this at Publix and I didn't realize it was chicken sausage, but I saw the roasted red pepper with queso fresco and I thought that sounded pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and heat these up. As you can see, the air conditioner has been running for a few hours. Condensation's dripping on the ground from the little drain hose. And if you want to check out Aaron's channel, he's been doing some stuff to his truck. He just now installed these amber and white, essentially they're rock lights, but he put them underneath his rooftop tent. That way he can light up his tailgate for cooking, packing and unpacking during the nighttime. And it actually gives off the perfect amount of light. So he's got a deck system right there so he can store stuff on top. And you can change the colors. And then I've got my lights on the back of my truck now. So let's just see how white that is. That is some clear LED light. So like I said, he's got his own channel, and in the description or the comments you can just click on it and follow it. And not too much new stuff on my truck, I don't think, other than just these lights back here, and of course the Zero Breeze air conditioner. So it's just about 9 o'clock. We ate early, we packed up, and like I said, it's about 94 degrees. We've been out in the woods hiking and stuff like that. So I'm probably gonna go hit the shower real quick, cool off, start the air conditioner in my tent because I'm using the battery pack, and then might just go to bed a little bit early, get away from all the mosquitoes. There's actually not that many out right now. There's almost none, but I can just imagine as the night goes on, they're probably gonna come over here. So we got a good fire going, so probably gonna let that fire die out, and we'll check in with you guys in the morning. It's just now after 7 o'clock the next morning. My air conditioner ran until 3 o'clock in the morning and shut off. So it actually went 6 hours, which is more than I was expecting it to. So it actually got down to 54 degrees, which was the temperature of the air that it was pumping out. I don't know how cold the actual inside of the tent was, probably in the low 60s, I would imagine. But yeah, it was a very nice air conditioner, and I really wish I had the power cord instead of the battery pack. But I will put an extension cord in my truck so that doesn't happen again. Anyway, saw a turkey this morning, and we're about to head out. It was really fun exploring what Florida has to offer, and just getting out there is half the battle. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing.